Hello, great learners! How are you today? Are you ready for another fun and exciting way of learning? Great! I am Ma'am Joy, your MAPI teacher for today. So come on, get your pen and paper and let's start to learn more about health education. I know you are very eager to learn our new lesson for today. With that, I welcome you to our topic, Gender and Human Sexuality. But before we go on, let us first know our objectives. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to, number 1, discuss and identify the basic terms, dimensions, and factors that influence human sexuality. Number 2, write a spoken word poetry describing your likes, passion, and aspects of your personality. Number 3, appreciate the importance of learning human sexuality on your growth and development. Alright students, are you ready? Let's go! For your pre-assessment, we will check your prior knowledge about our lesson. How much do you know about gender and human sexuality? Let's find out by answering the following question. Write only the letter of your answers on your answer sheet. You'll be given 5 seconds for each item. And when you hear this sound, meaning your time is up. Okay? Let's start! Number 1. What is the biological basis of being male or female? A. Androgyny. B. Gender. C. Sex. D. Sexuality. Time is up. Very good. The correct answer is C. Sex. Number 2. Your way of showing your individuality by expressing yourself as a man or as a woman. A. Self-confidence. B. Self-expression. C. Self-love. D. Self-knowledge. Time is up. Great! The correct answer is B. Self-expression. Number 3. It refers to the total expression of an individual's self-concept. A. Androgyny. B. Gender. C. Sex. D. Sexuality. Time is up. Good job! The correct answer is D. Sexuality. Number 4. The dimension of sexuality that refers to the way on how you interact with others. A. Emotional self. B. Ethical self. C. Mental self. D. Social self. Time is up. Fantastic! The correct answer is D. Social self. Number 5. Why is it important to understand human sexuality? A. We have similar sexuality issues. B. Eventually, we will be mature adults. C. There is a specific age for developing one's sexuality. D. It will help us build a better relationship with ourselves and others. Time is up. Excellent! The correct answer is D. It will help us build a better relationship with ourselves and others. Did you get all the correct answers? If not, don't you worry. You will understand it more as we go along with our lesson. For your first activity, I want you to analyze the group of pictures on each column and then identify the mystery word associated with it. Write your answers on your answer sheet. You'll be given 5 seconds for each item. Alright students, are you ready? Let's start! The correct answer is toy car. The correct answer is doll. The correct answer is carpentry. The correct answer is laundry. Great! You've got all the answers correct. What have you noticed with the answers in column A and column B? Very good! The answer in column A is associated with boys, and the answers in column B is associated with girls. Have you ever wondered why dolls are for girls and toy cars are for boys? Or why pink is for girls and blue is for boys? What does it mean to be female or male? Or to be feminine or masculine? We will answer all of these questions as we go further with our lesson. Can you describe the male and female figure?
The male figure has its own muscles.
The female figure has a long hair. The female figure has developed a breast.
The male figure is a beard.
How are you able to describe a man and a woman? Very good! You'll be able to describe a man and a woman because you know what is being a man and what is being a woman. This is the concept of sexuality. Sexuality is the expression of sexual receptivity. This is how you perceive a man being a man and a woman being a woman. Sexuality has a very important role in one's personality that influences who we are. It is the way in which we experience and express ourselves as a sexual being. It is the total expression of an individual's self-concept, which includes the physical, mental, emotional, social, and ethical aspect of one's personality, or what we call the dimensions of human sexuality. Physical self. The way you look like a man or woman. Mental self. The way you think as a man or woman. Emotional self. The way you feel about yourself and others. Social self. the way you interact with others. Ethical self, the way you value relationship. In short, sexuality is everything about you. It is a big component of who you are. It involves the name given to you at birth, the clothes you wear, the toys you played, the friends you played with, and the roles and responsibilities at home. According to World Health Organization or WHO, sexuality is experienced and expressed in thoughts, fantasies, desires, beliefs, attitudes, values, behaviors, practices, roles, and relationships. Your sexuality is naturally driven within yourself from birth, but they are factors that influence your point of view and practices in relation to your sexual manners, and these are called factors that affect your attitudes and practices related to sexuality. Media. Media is a collective term that refers to any tool, device, or program which is used to communicate information. Through this, you may acquire knowledge or any information about your sexuality that may or may not affect you. As you regularly watch television, listen to the radio, read magazines, or surf the internet, I know that there's someone that influenced you in the sense that you tend to imitate their fashion sense, gestures, the way they talk, and sometimes even their values in life. Culture. Culture is a collection of beliefs, behaviors, objects, and other characteristics common to the members of a particular group or society. Example in abortion issue. There are cultures wherein abortion is acceptable, while in some countries, like in the Philippines, it is unacceptable. Peers. Peers are the people you interact with outside to your family. This can be your friends, neighbors, or classmates. Peers plays a huge role in developing your personality because you spend a lot of your time with them. Example, if most of your friends are interested in playing Mobile Legends, you have a tendency to engage also in that game. Peers may influence you to change your likes and interests, the way you speak, the way you move, the way you dress, or even the way you act. Family. Family has a vital role in an individual's life. Family values oftentimes determine the values of a person. It is appropriate for the parents to guide, support, and advise their children whenever sexuality issues arise. Teaching the children positive values, self-esteem, strong self-control, discipline, and being responsible for making decisions are some of the tasks of the parents. Sexuality has its basic terms, and these are sex, gender, gender role, and gender equality. Sex. Sex is the biological basis of being a male or female. These are dictated by the varying structure of the chromosomes, the hormone production, and the reproductive organ. But remember, aside from male or female, there are some individuals who possess both of these biological characteristics, and these are called intersex. Gender. Gender refers to the behavioral, cultural, or psychological traits typically associated with one sex. It is a social concept of how man and woman should think, feel, and act. It refers to the femininity or masculinity of a person's role and behavior. As a social contract, it varies in every society and it can change over time. For example, back then, women are traditionally wear dress or skirt because the men are the only one who can wear pants. Gender role. Gender role or social roles are the characteristics and expectations of how man and woman should think, feel, and act as influenced by the people around you. For example, before, a woman are expected to take care of the children because the men are the one who works and provide for the family. Do you think gender roles still follows nowadays? Nowadays, men and women are given equal rights and opportunities to enjoy. And these are what we call gender equality. In gender equality, women are not the only one who can take care of the kids because men can also do that. On the other hand, men are not the only one capable of working and provide for the family because career women are everywhere. Regardless of gender, we have the same opportunities and participation in all aspects of life. Let's proceed with your next activity. For your next activity, identify the following statements into what dimensions of human sexuality being pertained. Write your answer on your answer sheet. Number 1. Think and reason better. Number 2. Easily offended and sensitive to criticism. Number 3. A rapid increase in height and weight. Number 4. Saying po and opo. Number 5. Going out with family and friends. If these are your answers, then you are correct. Let's have another activity. Read the statements carefully. Draw a happy face if you agree with the statements and a sad face if you disagree with the statements. Number 1. Males and females have more differences than similarities. Number 2. Abortion is immoral. Number 3. Contraception is the woman's responsibility. Number 4. Reproduction is the main reason for marriage. Number 5. Pornography encourages sexual acts. Did you get all the correct answers? Good job! Do you want another activity? Okay, let's have another one. Make a 1-minute spoken word poetry about your likes, passion, and aspects of your personality following these rubrics. Let's begin! Excellent! Answer the following questions on your answer sheet. Why do we need to learn and understand human sexuality? What is the role of family in one's sexuality? Let's begin! Excellent! Learning human sexuality is important so we can have a wholesome family and interpersonal relationship. It gives us knowledge and skills needed to establish and practice helpful behaviors and help us to be a responsible individual. Learning human sexuality teaches us how to appreciate and respect not just yourself, but others as well. The main responsibility of parents is to acknowledge, accept, and love us, not just for what we are, but also for who we are. Let's now have an assessment. Read the questions carefully. Choose the correct letter of your answer from the choices. Write your answer on your answer sheet. Number 1. A social concept on how men and women should think, feel, and act. A. Androgyny. B. Gender. C. Sex. D. Sexuality. Number 2. Permits men and women equal enjoyment of human rights. A. Gender equality. B. Gender identity. C. Gender role. D. Gender sensitivity. Number 3. Refers to a set of rules, characteristics, and expectations of how man or woman should think, feel, and act as influenced by the parents, peers, and society. A. Gender equality. B. Gender identity. C. Gender role. D. Gender sensitivity. Number 4. A collection of beliefs, behaviors, objects, and other characteristics common to the members of a particular group or society. A. Advocacy. B. Culture. C. Principles. D. Traditions. Number 5. Why is it important to understand human sexuality? A. We have similar sexuality issues. B. Eventually, we will be mature adults. C. There is a specific age for developing one's sexuality. D. It will help us build a better relationship with ourselves and others. It seems like you understand it very well, the concept of gender and human sexuality. For your assignment, continue working on your spoken word poetry composition. When it's done, upload your video output on your respective MAPE group chat. Gender and human sexuality are two issues that affects your life as a teenager. These two concepts have some of the greatest impact on how you view yourself and deal with other people, especially with the opposite sex. Sexual feelings are normal and healthy. As a teen, you will experience a heightened desire to explore your sexuality. This is completely normal and healthy. Just keep in mind that sexuality encompasses our whole being. Managing sexuality-related issues should be founded on values, particularly self-respect and respect for others. Again, this is Ma'am Joy saying, don't be afraid to be different because being different means being unique. So go, express yourself, stand out, and be recognized. Aim high, dream high, Silangans!
Tuklasin mga talentong ating angkin. Di mo man lubos tong alam, dahan-dahan mo ring matutunan. Mapi ang ating gabay, pasiglahin ang ating buhay. Ilabas ang natatanging angkin, bawat isa'y may husay at galing. Tayo'y kumuha